Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. You know me, I'm Tom, the owner of Mr. Fix-All and the owner of Prepper Life, the YouTube channel. All I want to do is thank everybody for being on my channel. And boy, we've got a heck of a topic today. It's going to be a question and answer situation. I'm going to be doing a lot of questioning, and I need a lot of answers from you. So let's get started. But before we do, you know what time it is. Oh yeah, I'm working on sponsorship. We'll dive into that in a second too, because I finally got YouTube to give me the opportunity to collect money from sponsors. All right, so here we go. All right. What a long week. But here's the deal. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Please drive safely if you have to travel and you've got to be on the highway or the byway or in an airplane or a boat. Be safe out there. Now, the topic of today's conversation is going to be pretty straightforward. It's a question and answer, and I want to get your feedback on something, because this is going to have to do with money, retiring, and planning, estate planning, and just some basic concepts that I've been throwing at you guys for months, leading you up to this moment in time where I'm about ready to get close to retirement age, or what I should say is full retirement age. There is a difference. When you go full retirement, that's 66 and a half. The federal government uses like 65 as the benchmark. But if you're born in a certain year, they're going to calibrate or calculate when your optimum time to go full retirement is without any financial penalties to making further or more income, okay, or future income, without penalizing your Social Security check or your benefits, I should say, okay? Now, here's what's happened in the last, I haven't done a video in about 11 days, and the numbers are still strong. You guys are actually keeping me up there at 60 to 65,000 views per month, and I appreciate that. And it's keeping my the algorithm high, which is, I appreciate that too. And I'm still gaining a lot of subscribers. But what ended up happening? I've been working for the last 6 days doing one thing, putting up Christmas lights at the hospital. It took 6 days. It's a huge contract, and I finally got it done. It was really a nightmare, but a lot of lights, a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of frustration, but the job got done, okay? And everybody, you know, where I work had their big Thanksgiving dinner to all the employees and in the engineering department, and that's pretty much it. Now, I am contracted to take them down. Now, yesterday, we had a big, ugly storm for the first time. We've had perfect weather here in North Carolina for 3 weeks. I mean, absolutely perfect weather. Well, not yesterday and not today. We had a big storm rolling. So I had all day off yesterday. So what I did was I went to the bank with my mortgage statement, because my mortgage just got sold to another company. This is the third time or fourth time, I'm not sure. It's been sold quite a few times over the last 17 years. And the one thing that I've never done is spend more than 10 years in a house that I've owned or bought, okay? 10 years is the max, but this has been 17. Now, the market's hot. I've already got an assessed value of this place for $300,000, okay? It's been offered several times. I only owe $95,000. I have that in cash. Now, what I did is, like, as you know, I sold all my high-end equipment. You know, one second. I sold my truck. I sold the Mercedes. I sold the excavator. Sold the dump truck. Sold the Kubota tractor and sold my dump truck. Took all that money and put it in a high yield money market. And I've been sitting on it for 6 months. Okay, it's the rate was 5.2599. That's maturing really fast. I'll be 66 on December 3rd. Yay! Woohoo! Anyway, and it's also day 65 without smoking cigarettes. Okay, I'm over the hump. I don't even think about it anymore. Anyway, back on track. What I did was I took my mortgage statement down and I went down to Fifth Third Bank and I looked at the amount of interest I've accumulated or earned in the last 6 months on my money, and it's pretty substantial. It's real money. You know, we're talking over $3,000 in interest earned income in the last 6 months. So here's the deal. On December 1, oh God, now I turned 66 on December 3. Let's keep all these numbers in our head, okay? I go full retirement next June, okay? That'll be 66 and a half. Plus they give a month or two before you get your first check, but I'm going to get it pretty soon. July, somewhere in there. So the mortgage just got sold to another company and I owe 95. I have way more than that and I can pay it off without hurting myself financially. Now, here's the question. On December 1, I am not guaranteed to have 5 1/4. The bank so far said that their projections are that the economy, the feds, the interest rate, the lending rate, all that stuff so far is staying pretty level. In fact, the feds are going to raise the interest rates, they think, one more time before the end of the year. Since I brought that bank over $500,000 worth of business in the last 6 months in cash, they were going to ask for a rate concession. But I can't get it. In other words, I can't do a thing until December 1. It was right down the road. It's right around the corner. You know what, 8 days, 9 days, whatever it is. And I either pay off my mortgage, and there's the question, pay the mortgage off, but I've already sent off December's payment now. I've already sent it off to this new company. I wrote that check yesterday because I still have to have my payment in before December 1 on the mortgage for this place. Now, I won't know what my rate's going to be on December 1. Right now, my cash is almost paying the full amount of my mortgage. Okay? Think about that for a second. The amount of interest I make every month, $770, is almost enough to pay my mortgage every month. Now, I know you know where I'm going with this. Now, on December 1, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get 5.2599. No, there's no guarantee. The bank says there's a possibility. They're just going to let it ride. You've heard that before. Sounds like Las Vegas. Let it ride. Well, not for me. Oh, no, no, no. Or sell the place. I can get $300,000 after commissions, which of course there's the big debate right now about realtor commissions in the United States. There's a group out Midwest. They're suing the Realtors Association for double dipping, 6%, and they're paying each other. That's a lot of money to sell a house. I could sell it on my own. Just pay it off and then have the deed and then just do a real estate attorney and pay him a couple grand and be done with it. But if you get a real estate agent, you're going to pay about $18,000. Okay? Which that to me really is stupid. Selling it is almost not an option. Okay? It's almost not an option. But let's say I do sell, let's say that's on the table and I want to hear your comments. What would you do? Now, I've got Eflin, North Carolina, which is probably, with all the infrastructure up there, is probably worth about $125,000. Paid for. Super cheap. Off-grid. It's not this, okay? But it's still livable and almost for nothing. $35 a month. Now, I got a buddy of mine that has a custom home. I go there all the time, and I can stay there for $500 a month plus utilities, half utilities, okay? Keep that in mind, and park all my shit there. What would you do? There's the question. What would you do? Would you keep this place? Just keep making payments. I'm at 5.75 interest on my mortgage, okay? That's the interest on my money, okay? It's not very good. I wasn't able to get 3.25, okay? I didn't want to put the buy rate in there. But anyway, so my thing is right now is I'm in limbo for 8 days. 8 to 9 more days, and then I've got to pull a major trigger. As you know, my boat's in the shop too. So I'm thinking a couple grand, which that's not going to be a big deal. The Christmas lights, the 6 days that I put up Christmas lights is quite a big check. It's going to be a big check when it comes in. Plus, I've got service calls already that I'm going on. I've been on a half-a-day service call. I got another one all day Friday. I'm still making money. I'm still working. You know, that's the bottom line. I'm going to continue to work, but I want to take what cash I've got, which is over. Let me put it to you this way: it's a lot of money. It's not quite 200,000, but if you can imagine it, it's damn near close to it, all in cash. But it's all sitting in a money market. Now that money is making me a lot of money, so I don't want to lose. If they keep the rate the same for another 6 months, then by that time I'll know exactly when my first Social Security check comes in. And that's going to be fairly large too. That's going to be almost up near 3,000. And in reality, if I paid my mortgage off and then collected my Social Security, in reality, I'll be debt-free and never have to work ever again if I didn't want to, and live okay. So I don't know, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'm going to always work. I'll work to the day I die, but I'm going to start learning how to enjoy myself because I'm going to keep that boat no matter how much trouble it gives me. I had too much fun on that Grady White the 3 times I took it out, even though the last time was a disaster and I got towed in by sea tow. I still love what happened. It was fun. I had a great time. It cost me a lot of money, but it was different. It was getting me the hell out of the city, putting me on the water, you know, on a beautiful day and just enjoying the fruits of my labor. And that's what I'm talking about. Now, on another note, hopefully you guys are all doing well. I just want to say, and thank you for being on the channel. If you find the content, and the information I always give you guys on these raw videos, no editing, if you like this stuff, man, subscribe to my channel, bro. It just helps me keep rolling with this thing, man, because it pays for a lot of things. YouTube, I've been working this so long that, I'm telling you, I'm getting a check every month, all because of you, and I thank you. Thank you very much. To you. If I can double, here's the deal. If I can double my subscribers from 26,000 plus to 50,000, if I can do that, 50 to 60,000 subscribers, that'll be just enough money. That'll be just enough money to where the boat then becomes part of the ability to go out and have fun with, because that would pay for the fun, for my fun to go out on a boat a lot more, okay? Gasoline is really, really expensive. I'm not asking you to pay for my gasoline. All I want to do is ask you guys, if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the stuff I bring to you here, the off-grid farm, I don't do Are You Hungry anymore because my diet's changed so drastically that my food is boring. The stuff I eat is really, really boring. I don't want to do that to you. But, and also, too, the whole thing with, you guys watching me quit smoking. I quit smoking, man. And it was a struggle all my life because you guys have always commented on it. So you guys have been part of my life for 10 years. Thank you. Thank you very much. Truly humbled by that. 10 years I've been on this channel. 10 years I've been with YouTube. And I've got over 1,500 videos, almost close to 7 million views total, and 26,000, almost 200 subscribers. Thank you. All I can say is, you know, happy Thanksgiving. I'm German. I'm a German American. So I really don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's not part of anything I ever done. Plus two, I do not have family in the United States. Okay? And what family I have is, it's all in Germany. You know, that's just where the remaining portion of what's left of my family is. They're all in Germany. So, and since I don't fly anymore, I refuse to get on an airplane. I just never go back to Germany. That's just all there is to it. So, I think what's going to end up happening, as far as I'm concerned, is that I'd like to keep this place because, you know why? It's cheap to keep it. And I get a tax write-off on this place, the interest, you know, of course, you know that. And I've got all my shit here. So even though I don't like the neighborhood, you know, even though I don't like my neighbors that much, you know, it's kind of intransient. You know, a lot of renters are here, you know, so you understand what's going on. I got to deal with a lot of idiots around here sometimes. But it's, like I said, it's cheap. And with the economy the way it is, and the housing market the way let me tell you, they think there's a big housing bubble coming because of the cost and the inability for people to be able to save. The average person only makes average man only makes $48,000 a year, and the average female only makes $38,000. And when you got a house that's $500,000, there's no way two people, even with two incomes, can afford a house. So there's plus auto industry, the prices of trucks and cars are insane. Interest rates are really high. Mortgage lending is really high. Everything is very, very, very high, and that's inflation. I've been through this before. Remember, I'm an old timer. You know, I remember the gas wars, you know, Saudi Arabia, the gas wars. You know, I remember the interest rates hikes. 12.5% was normal. You know, I've been through all this before, this stagflation, inflation, you know, the high, the low, the good, the bad, the ugly. I've seen it all. You know, I've lived in this country for 40 years, and I've had to deal with it because the bottom line is, for the last 28 years of my life, I was a car salesman. I was strictly commission, okay? And in the last 14 years, I've been a business owner, and in reality, it's almost like strictly commission. Because if you don't have a job, you don't get paid. If you don't sell a car, you don't get paid. Same thing. I understand this stuff. This is what I grew up with. I grew up with hustling for money. Always, that's why I'm a capitalist. I always was hustling for money. And I always had to learn the hard way. I had to watch business work. Because I don't have any, as you know, I don't have any formal education whatsoever. I'm a high school dropout, and it never went beyond that, ever in my life. So everything I know is really from the car business. You know, being part of that for 28 years, they taught me everything I think I know. Everything I think I know. Okay, on that note, as I want to say is, answer that question. If you were in my situation, which I'm okay, I can do nothing and be fine. But I'm thinking that I need to do something on a financial, I need to do something. It needs to, the numbers need to work. And I need you to help me figure that out. Because my bank couldn't help me figure it out. But on December 1, we're going to know more. All right, I'll talk to you tonight. Y'all stay tuned, stay blessed, subscribe, smash that bell for future notification. Leave those comments down there. Give me those thumbs up. And share this video with a friend. Okay, Tom out of here.